Hey, what is up, everybody? ZeroFatz here coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. And I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about just, breaking down process because it's something that it really helps me a lot and all the different things that I do to keep track of what's going on and to kind of keep track of what is failing and what is working. Like, it's really important for me to break down my processes. And I pulled up a simple process here for you, and I wanted to kind of just speak on it a little bit and show you kind of like what I do and how I work with stuff like this. So here we are in bubble.us. It's a free mind map tool. You can go to bubble.us and use it. It's pretty awesome. I love it. I use it all the time. But I want to use it today to kind of show you guys how you'd break down a simple process. Okay, so here's the simple process, right? You're going to drive traffic to a squeeze page. On the squeeze page, you're going to be getting an email, right? You're going to ask them for an email. In exchange, you're going to give them like an ebook or a little checklist or some kind of lead magnet. You're going to give them something, right? And then they're going to go onto your list. And generally, you're going to have an autoresponder sequence set up where those guys are going to get like 5 or 6 automatic emails from you, like one a day or whatever, And the idea is that as you put people on your list, you can make money, right? And that's the idea for this whole process, right? That's what's going on here. Now, I want to talk about 3 different problems that you might have when you're trying to run a little process like this. 3 problems you might have. Number 1, you're not getting any traffic to the squeeze page, right? So you can't get any traffic from here to here. You're not getting any traffic. Well, generally what that means is, 1, there's a very good chance your message is not going to the right audience. Okay, that is a possibility, right? Your copy on the ad is not effective, right? It's not effective. Now, this ad, it could be a blog post, it could be a YouTube video, or it could be like an actual ad, like on Facebook, you're doing Facebook ads and you're doing an actual ad. Or it could be like an actual ad on Bing or whatever. But it doesn't have to be an actual ad. Let's say if you're doing free traffic and you're trying to get people to your squeeze page and you're just using like YouTube and you're doing YouTube videos and no one's going to your squeeze page, there's a good chance, your copy on the ad is not effective. Now, with a video, that translates to, hey, your video is not doing a good enough job at being like really congruent with whatever's on that squeeze page and inspiring people to get over there, right? Let's say I have a squeeze page offering people 10 ways to quit their job and make, $8,000 a month. 10 ways to do it, right? That's on my squeeze page. Well, depending on where you're trying to drive traffic from, and all these places are a little bit different. I'm just going to use YouTube as an example. Let's say I'm trying to drive traffic from YouTube, free traffic from YouTube. I'm trying to get people to opt in and get my little free report or whatever. It's 10 ways to quit your job. I'm probably going to do videos over here, and I'm probably going to tell stories about people who quit their job. I'm going to talk about the ways they did it. And I'm going to have several videos talking about different ways they did it. And in every single video, I'm going to pitch my free little report, right? I'm going to pitch it at the end of every video. I might even pitch it at the very beginning of the video, right? But I'm going to try to give good quality content, and I'm going to pitch it. And that's how you do with, free traffic. You give good quality content, and you pitch, right? And that's cool. Now, if you're doing a paid ad, it's kind of like with the paid ad, it's important, and I think this is important anyway. But with the paid ad especially, you don't have a chance to really precondition traffic with a paid ad, right? So it's important that whatever you're giving them over here on the squeeze page is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. There's no reason why they wouldn't want that if that is your target market. Now, then your job is to put that in front of the right people, right? And that's the thing with like paid traffic. It's finding the right audience, right? So your copy is not effective. But these are the things right there. Those 2 things are probably the problems. When I start breaking down the process of, you're not getting any traffic to the squeeze page, your process is breaking down right here in traffic, right? And it's one of these two things generally. You're not talking to the right audience, or your copy on the ad is not effective. And you could kind of add as a caveat, your lead magnet is not specific enough, right? The lead magnet's not no-brainer enough. Not no-brainer enough, right? It needs to be specific, and it needs to be like a no-brainer, man. My lead magnet on Epic Conversions is 50 ways to flood your website with targeted traffic. That's a no-brainer for anyone who needs traffic, right? So that's kind of like the process right there. That's kind of like some of the problems you'd have. So let's move on. Let's say you're getting traffic to the squeeze page, but nobody's opting in. Okay, so the first thing is make sure the opt-in is actually working, right? The second thing, whatever you have over here in traffic that's driving traffic to this squeeze page, it's very important that this is the same message that's over here. If over here you're like, hey, listen, man, get over there and check out my report. It's going to teach you 10 ways to quit your job and make $8,000 a month online. Boom. Right? Well, when they get over here, it needs to say, 10 ways to quit your job and make $8,000 a month online. That's what got them here to begin with, right? For our example, if I'm going to do like 10 ways to quit your job to make $8,000 a month online, my blog article over here is probably going to be like a story about a guy who absolutely hated his job, and it was just the worst job in the world. He couldn't imagine one more day working there. He quit his job in this way. He made money online in this way, and that would be like the blog article. And it's really, really heavily related to that lead magnet. I mean, if people like that blog article, they're probably really going to enjoy that lead magnet as well. So that's what I mean by making, like, whatever your traffic source is, make sure it's very congruent with the squeeze page. So that's what's probably breaking down if you're getting traffic to your squeeze page but you're not getting any opt-ins. It's probably one of these two things. It's a technical issue, or the squeeze page is not congruent with like your ad or whatever you have that's driving traffic to the squeeze page, right? They get there and it's not what they thought it was going to be. So it's important that when they get there, it's exactly what they thought it was going to be. All right, so cool. Let's move on to the third one, getting opt-ins but no sales, right? You're getting opt-ins but no sales. So you got people coming, they go here, they opt in, they get the free offer, and you're not selling them anything. You got an autoresponder sequence set up with 5 or 6 emails. They all have an affiliate offer in them, the same affiliate offer. You're trying to sell them. They're not buying anything. Well, generally, when this is happening, you want to look at a couple things. Now, in a lot of people's funnel, as soon as someone opts in, they offer them something right away. Right? So your process could be breaking down a little bit there also. But I want to keep this really simple right now, and I just want to focus on your autoresponder sequence. So now any kind of sales that we're going to get are going to come from email. All right, so let's say we're not getting any sales, and we got an email sequence of 5 emails set up. And they all sell an affiliate offer. They all do a little bit of teaching. They all tell a little bit of story. And they all pitch the affiliate offer. All right, so what's going on? Why aren't we getting any sales? Okay, what you want to do is first you want to check your open rates. Then you want to check your click-through rates, right? So here's a couple of scenarios for you. Let's say you got a lot of opens and you got a lot of click-throughs, but no sales. What the heck's going on? Everybody's opening the emails, everybody's clicking through, but nobody's buying anything. So to me, there's a couple things that could be going on. One, the sales page is off. There's something wrong with the sales page, man. There's something on the sales page that is not convincing them to buy, okay? Or two, your email copy is misrepresenting the product, right? It's misrepresenting the product. So like, how could this happen? What's an example? Let's say someone is selling a product that teaches people how to drive traffic with YouTube. And in your email, you say, hey, listen, let me show, I'm going to show you this product. It's like the absolute #1 way to drive traffic for free to your stuff. This thing is awesome. Check it out. Now, that's the email. Like, you didn't say specifically what the product was or what it did. All you said was, it is an awesome way to drive traffic, right? So all they know is that they're going to be looking at a traffic driving thing, right? So you didn't qualify those people. So a lot of people are going to click through now, and then as soon as they see it as YouTube, they might be done with it. They already have like a preconceived notion to YouTube. They're not interested in doing YouTube. But you didn't tell them it was YouTube in the email, so they clicked through and you didn't get the sale. You want to definitely try to qualify those people in the email before they click through. Because if they click through and they don't buy, that's bad for you. That's bad for the product vendor because it's lowering his EPCs. And it's bad for the people on your list because you're wasting their time. So in the email, you definitely want to be specific about what that product does and what it's all about. And then what you want to do is you really want to hit the benefits of why it matters. Why is it important, right? So that's one scenario. What about a lot of opens and no click-throughs? Okay, first one, technical, right? Make sure that your link is working, right? If you got no click-throughs, make sure your link is working, okay? What if it's just, very little click-throughs, okay? So as long as you know your link is working, the next thing, make sure that your affiliate link is being shown soon enough. If you got a nice big long email and your affiliate link don't come till the bottom, that doesn't work, man. You want your affiliate link like towards the top, like when they first open it, then you want it kind of in the middle, and then you want it down at the bottom too. So you want it in a few places. So if I'm getting a lot of opens and very little click-throughs, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to like move my affiliate links around so they're a little closer to the top. The second thing I want to do, make sure email is inspiring enough, right? They need to understand why this product matters, right? And if you can't, if you can't get them to understand why this product matters, why it should matter to them, why they should be excited about it, then like you're not doing your job, right? So you got to make sure that email is inspiring. If you're not getting click-throughs, there is a very good chance that it is number 3, not number 2. I mean, yeah, number 2 is one of those things that you want to work on as far as like moving your affiliate links around, but number 3 is the thing, man. You're not hitting those people in the right angle. You're not getting the right angle on that product to inspire them to click through. So number 3 is a big one. All right, so cool. Let's delete this stuff and let's just say not getting many opens, right? You're not getting many opens. What does that mean? Well, that's okay. Look, there's 2 reasons people open email, right? And that is 1, who it's from, and 2, subject line, right? So with number 1, who it's from, that's something you got to work on over the long stretch of time. You got to get people to where they're interested in opening your emails, and you do that by telling stories, by being entertaining, and by branding yourself, right? That is how you get people to care about who it's from. And don't get me wrong, that's a huge thing. You want them to care who it's from. But the thing that you can more immediately control is subject line, right? So your subject line needs to be interesting. It needs to be inspiring. It needs to grab them some way, give them some kind of curiosity factor. Only you can figure out how to do that for your list. All lists are a little bit different. Everybody responds to different things. Now, example, right? Case study. In brackets, discover how this man, ... Right? Case study, in brackets, discover how this man. That's a subject line. Now, for some lists, that might be awesome, and it might work great. For your list, it might not. But you need to be able to test that and see if that subject line is effective on your list, if it's working, okay? So that's really important. And yeah, that's it. So there's just a few things that can be going on that are wrong if you're getting opt-ins but no sales, right? So I hope that helps you guys, and I think that's it for these 3 big problems. I just kind of wanted to show you guys about breaking down your process, okay? This is vital, okay? This is such a critical thing. Making money online is not like the lottery, okay? You don't just like throw your chips in and hope you win. This is like a thing that you can absolutely do and you should be doing. But if you're not breaking down your processes like what I'm showing you here and figuring out where you're going wrong and then correcting and adjusting for it, then, man, you're probably losing. You're probably going to lose. And that's just the way it is, man. So if you're out there and you're trying things, make sure you're breaking down your processes and make sure you're trying to get things the right way and adjusting for any kind of failures that you're seeing. All right, guys, that's all I got. If this video has been helpful to you, please like, please share, please subscribe. I'll catch you guys over on epicconversions.com. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.